Your hands reveal hidden brain changes. Right now, your fingers are sending signals most doctors never check. But researchers just confirmed something remarkable. These pathways are not fading. They are waiting to be rewired. Here is something fascinating that changes everything we thought about coordination decline. When researchers at Stanford University studied thousands of adults over 2 decades, they discovered that motor precision does not simply fade with age like a battery running down. Instead, your brain begins routing movement signals through different pathways. Think of it like your nervous system choosing scenic country roads instead of the direct highway. The signals still arrive. They just take longer, and sometimes get a little lost along the way. But here is where it gets truly exciting. Those original highways are not destroyed. They are simply underused. And just like a muscle that weakens without exercise, these neural pathways can be rebuilt with the right kind of targeted practice. The question is not whether your coordination can improve. The real question is which specific exercises actually work. And what nobody expected was how simple the solutions turned out to be. Let me show you the first test that reveals your brain's true motor age. Hold out your dominant hand right now with fingers spread wide. Now touch your thumb to each fingertip in sequence. Pinky, ring, middle, index. Then reverse it. Index, middle, ring, pinky. How smooth was that movement? Could you do it without looking? This simple exercise is called sequential finger opposition, and neurologists use it as a rapid screening tool for nervous system health. If you found yourself pausing, skipping fingers, or needing to concentrate intensely, that is not a sign of permanent decline. That is your brain telling you exactly which pathways need attention. But here is the thing that most people miss entirely. The speed matters far less than the smoothness. Researchers found that adults who practiced this sequence for just 5 minutes daily showed measurable improvements in neural pathway efficiency within 3 weeks. If you are already finding this helpful, that like button tells me to keep sharing these evidence-based discoveries. The precision of touch, the fluid transition between fingers, that is what rebuilds the connection between intention and execution. Now here is where it gets really interesting. When scientists studied the remarkable elders of Okinawa, one of the world's famous blue zones, they noticed something peculiar about their daily habits. These individuals who routinely live past 100 with sharp minds and steady hands share a common practice. They use chopsticks for nearly every meal. Think about that for a second. Chopsticks require constant micro-adjustments, precise pressure control, and bilateral coordination between your eyes and fingers. Every single bite becomes an unconscious brain training session. But researchers found something even more surprising. It was not just the chopstick users who maintained superior coordination. It was anyone who regularly engaged in what they call precision grasp activities. Activities requiring your fingers to work independently with accuracy. Knitting, calligraphy, shuffling cards, even buttoning a shirt mindfully instead of rushing through it. The Okinawan centenarians were not doing anything magical. They were simply never letting their fine motor pathways go dormant. And this is where most Western approaches to aging get it completely backward. Here is the second exercise that rebuilds your motor precision, and it costs absolutely nothing. Take any coin from your pocket. Now try to flip it across your knuckles from index finger to pinky, and back again. Impossible at first? Perfect. That frustration is exactly what your brain needs. When you attempt movements beyond your current ability, you trigger something called error-dependent learning. Your cerebellum, the brain region controlling coordination, actually grows new connections faster when you fail than when you succeed easily. Let me put this in perspective. A study published in the Journal of Neuroscience found that adults who practiced challenging fine motor tasks showed a 14% increase in cerebellar gray matter within 8 weeks. Not slow decline. Actual growth. New brain tissue. After age 50. The coin trick is just one example. Any novel precision challenge works. Try writing your name with your non-dominant hand. Attempt to tie your shoes with your eyes closed. Play a musical instrument you have never tried before. The key is novelty combined with difficulty. Your brain responds to challenge, not comfort. But there is an even better benefit coming that makes this approach truly powerful. But everything I have shared so far? That is just the foundation. Because the real secret to coordination longevity is not about your hands at all. It is about the conversation happening between your brain and your body. And this is where the science gets truly remarkable. Researchers at Johns Hopkins discovered that coordination decline accelerates not because of aging itself, but because of something they call sensory-motor mismatch. Your brain sends a movement command. Your body executes it slightly differently than expected. And instead of correcting efficiently, your nervous system starts doubting itself, creating hesitation, causing the jerky, uncertain movements we associate with getting older. But here is the breakthrough that changes everything. That mismatch can be recalibrated. Professional musicians in their 70s and 80s maintain coordination matching people decades younger. Not because they have special genetics. Because they spend hours daily in what researchers call closed-loop feedback training. Their ears tell their brains instantly whether their fingers hit the right notes. Constant correction. Constant recalibration. Constant strengthening of that brain-body conversation. And you do not need to become a concert pianist to get these benefits. The third exercise I am about to share gives you the same neural recalibration in just minutes a day. Here is exercise number 3, and it might be the most powerful of all. Find a small object. A marble, a grape, a button. Now close your eyes and roll it between your thumb and first 2 fingers. Feel every texture, every ridge, every smooth surface. Try to identify the object using touch alone. This is called stereognosis training, and it directly strengthens the feedback loop between your hands and your brain. When you remove vision from the equation, you force your nervous system to rely entirely on tactile feedback. Every nerve ending in your fingertips becomes hyperactive, sending detailed information to your sensory cortex. And here is how you can start today with maximum benefit. Gather 5 to 10 small household objects with different textures. Coins, buttons, keys, dried beans, paper clips. Practice identifying each one with eyes closed for 5 minutes daily. Within weeks, you will notice your overall hand coordination improving, even during tasks where you can see perfectly well. The reason? You have rebuilt the density of sensory receptors communicating with your motor cortex. What happens next is remarkable. Your confidence in movement returns. And this leads directly to the fourth intervention that compounds all these benefits together. Exercise 4 targets something most people completely overlook: bilateral coordination. Your two hands working together in perfect synchronization. Here is a simple test. Pat your head with one hand while rubbing your belly in circles with the other. Now switch. If that felt impossibly awkward, congratulations. You have found exactly where your brain needs the most work. Bilateral movements require your brain's two hemispheres to communicate through the corpus callosum, the neural bridge connecting left and right. When this communication weakens, coordination on both sides suffers. But wait, there is more good news. Exercises targeting bilateral coordination show some of the fastest improvements of any motor training. Try this. Hold both hands in front of you. Make a fist with one while extending fingers on the other. Now switch simultaneously. Fist becomes open, open becomes fist. Start slow. Aim for 30 smooth transitions without errors. This single exercise performed for 2 minutes daily has been shown to improve interhemispheric communication by up to 23% in just 6 weeks. You are literally strengthening the conversation between the two halves of your brain. And this enhancement spills over into everything else. Memory, decision-making, reaction time. But the fifth technique I am about to reveal? That is where everything comes together. The fifth exercise combines everything into what researchers call dual task training. And it might be the closest thing science has found to a coordination fountain of youth. Walk slowly across the room while counting backward from 100 by sevens. 100, 93, 86. Difficult? That is precisely the point. When you combine a physical coordination task with a cognitive challenge, you activate multiple brain regions simultaneously. Your motor cortex handles the walking. Your prefrontal cortex manages the math. And your brain learns to allocate resources efficiently between them. A landmark study from the University of Pittsburgh followed adults who practiced dual task training for 12 weeks. They showed not only improved coordination, but also significantly better scores on cognitive tests measuring processing speed and executive function. The coordination training was improving their thinking. Two seemingly unrelated skills enhancing each other. You can create endless variations. Walk while naming the animals alphabetically. Balance on one foot while reciting your phone number backward. March in place while describing your childhood home in detail. The combination of movement and mental challenge creates neural connections that neither task alone can build. Now let me share the sixth, and 7 techniques that complete this coordination rebuilding system. Number 6 is grip variation training. Most people use the same grip pattern for everything. Same doorknobs, same utensils, same phone. This creates neural laziness. Instead, consciously vary your grip throughout the day. Hold your coffee cup from the top instead of the handle. Use your non-dominant hand for your phone. Try the pincer grip for tasks you usually use a power grip for. Each variation fires different motor neurons, keeping your entire hand-brain system alert and adaptable. And, finally, number 7. Daily proprioception practice. Stand on one foot for 30 seconds while brushing your teeth. Your body's awareness of its position in space, called proprioception, directly influences coordination precision. When proprioception weakens, your brain compensates by slowing everything down, creating that hesitant movement pattern. But 30 seconds of balance challenge twice daily rebuilds this crucial sense rapidly. Here is what matters most. You do not need to do all 7 exercises every day. Rotate through them. 2 or 3 daily, switching each week. Consistency matters more than intensity. What nobody expected was how quickly these simple practices transform not just coordination, but overall confidence in movement. Now you understand the truth that changes everything about coordination after 50. Your motor skills are not fading. Your neural pathways are waiting to be rewired. Every finger exercise, every balance challenge, every dual task practice rebuilds the conversation between your brain and your body. And that conversation determines not just how well you move, but how sharp you stay for decades to come. Subscribe now for more science-backed strategies designed specifically for thriving after 50. Your best years truly are ahead. And tell me in the comments, which of these 7 techniques are you going to start with today? I read every single response, and this community loves supporting each other on this journey.